Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna start this video by introducing myself. My name is Frank. I am the founder and CEO of Stinger Game Studios. And the reason I am making this video is to address the development status of Within the Woods as well as the future of Stinger Game Studios. We're gonna go ahead and start the video with the status of Within the Woods, seeing that I feel that it is the most sought after topic as far as what happened to it, where is it type of thing. So Within the Woods did go on a halt a while back, and the reason for that being was just, I mean, things in life, and happen to everyone. And As far as hardware, I just didn't have the hardware resources to continue developing it to the level that I wanted to. And of course, the Within the Woods has been developed on Unity. So if some of you have been following the gaming industry and the news, you know that there was a whole thing with Unity. I won't get too much into it, but I mean, if you know the situation, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. As far as that, Within the Woods will still be developed on Unity because that is the engine I have been working with since middle school. It is the engine I know that I can make Within the Woods to the level that I envisioned it from the very beginning. Not saying that I will not use Unreal in future projects or in in general for major projects or any other projects. Not saying that we will never use Unreal. It's just that right now, because of like my knowledge with Unity and just my like how comfortable I am with it, I know I can take Within the Woods to the level I envisioned it with this engine. And as far as hardware goes, I have now upgraded to a full-blown desktop PC. So now I have the hardware to push it to the limits and push it to where I really wanted it to be. When I started Within the Woods, I was only working on a laptop, and so now to have a full-blown desktop, is a game changer, especially for the development. Um, so with that being said, I would like to say now that Within the Woods is back in active status. Um, Although it feels like it has been in active status for a long time, it really hasn't been. I mean, as far as actively working on it, it may feel long, but it hasn't been too long since with active status because it was kind of like an on and off thing. Um, so now that I have what I need, the resources, the hardware, and everything, I'm able to just fully commit and I won't have anything holding me back anymore. With that being said, with it being a very ambitious project and our most major project, of course it has to go through the full detailed breakdown process from the very beginning of like concept art and the planning and all of that. When I started developing Within the Woods and then I created Stinger Game Studios, I was of course excited. I just wanted to get the game out there as ASAP, and I kind of let go of the roots of what I learned in school of building the game from the ground up, literally from nothing but just pencil scratches on a piece of paper as concept art and just jotting down ideas and this whole brainstorming process. I forgot about that roots, and it hit me like, as a major project it has to go through that to reach the level that I want it to reach. And so not saying that Within the Woods is gonna change as far as like gameplay and all that. It's just more of that it's just, I'm gonna make sure it goes through the whole process and make sure that it's built to the level that I envisioned it to be. With that being said, we'll get to the future of Stinger Game Studios now. So I have decided on both as a business standpoint and a developer standpoint that to release multiple projects prior to Within the Woods, and I'll kind of explain that right now. On a business standpoint, right now Stinger Game Studios has no other title, no published title to its name, besides just the Within the Woods being developed. That is all it has, but I have no published titles. And on a business standpoint, I thought, to really, really get Within the Woods out there, it'd be in the best interest to get Stinger Game Studios' name out there, get Stinger Game Studios known in the game industry, and have a couple titles here and there, to show that, like, hey, this studio is, they're making these games and they're coming out really good. I can't wait to see what their major project's gonna be like. You know what I mean? That's kind of the business standpoint. On the developer standpoint, I'm going with like, to help build my skill set, because I'm just I'm barely entering the game industry as a developer. I only have whatever classes I took in middle school and high school, and of course self-teachings here, like myself, that is like guiding me and I'm building off of. So I thought, while building these games, I can just be like, okay, what did I do wrong and how can I improve on that in the next project? And in the next project, apply that, and then, build off and so forth. That way, when I get to Within the Woods, my skill set is already, a broader, much more knowledgeable and more experienced. I get all the rookie mistakes out of the way. And that way I make Within the Woods, as the best it can be. So that's from the business and developer standpoint. So from here on out, you can now expect to see some little projects here and there prior to Within the Woods. Now, rest assured, Within the Woods is going to be in active development while these projects are coming out. Of course, Within the Woods is our major project. It is our sole focus. But we will have these other little projects coming out, a couple of games here and there. I don't really have too much detail on it now. I still have to kind of, go over what I want to do as far as like the types of games, the genres and stuff. But of course, I won't jump into another major project because Within the Woods is our sole like focus and our major project. But I'll just have these other games to help build my resume as a developer, help build the Stinger Game Studios, catalog with published games, and then just get our name out there, and letting people know, like, hey, these people are the studio's not messing around. Like, let's see what their major project's gonna be like. So that's the future. So you can expect to see some projects here and there. Like I said, I don't really have a detailed insight on this, what I'm gonna go for yet, but you can see some projects here. I don't know how many. I don't want to say a number and then not deliver on that number. I'm just gonna kind of like, go through the process, brainstorm, and then when an idea hits me, like, hey, this would be a cool, project to work on, work on it, announce it, make like a little trailer for it, nothing like too crazy. Like I said, nothing like a major project level, and then release it to everyone, let everyone play it, and then, get feedback, like, hey, I didn't like this, I like this, and then as far as me, like, okay, what mistakes did I do? What can I do to make it better? And then on the next project, apply that, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's about it. If you're not following our Instagram already, please follow it to be updated on the development of Within the Woods and any games we release prior to that. With this whole new future, I'm super excited about it. I promise you, Within the Woods, Stinger Game Studios will be a studio, a big name studio one day, and Within the Woods will be, indie game of the year, like, dare I say. It's an ambitious project. I'm so confident it's gonna succeed, and I will do everything in my power and in my capable brain to make sure it reaches that status. But yeah, thank you guys for your time. I can't wait to see what the future holds, and hope you all join me and join the company and just watch this game studio skyrocket into the game industry and enjoy all these projects that we release, and enjoy Within the Woods when it finally comes out. So other than that, thanks for your time, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace.